Hi, and welcome back to the ToneBar channel. Okay, in the last episode we had this Alvarez 5046. This thing needed a lot of work. The tuners in the last episode, the tuners were coming out. I had to take all the tuners off. This is just a setup video, but we're gonna put a tone bar in this now. This is all set up. A little out of tune. Okay, so the tuners were all messed up. The nut was too wide for the seat. I had to sand almost half the nut width down and redo all the tuners. All the little screws in the shafts come out. Okay, the bridge was, this one of those Gibson type adjustable bridges. I had to take the saddle out and sand a little bit of it down. The pickup works. I cleaned it up. I just I did the lighter fluid thing and I cleaned the fingerboard up. The fingerboard looks brand new now. Okay, so we're gonna tune this up, and all the stuff I did to this guitar would have been a 5-hour video. Okay, now this is the same strings that was on it in the last video. The same strings. And it sounds okay. I mean, it is what it is. It's a plywood top Alvarez, a 5046 with adjustable bridge. All right, that's the guitar now. Now we're gonna cut these strings off, take these pins off, and we're gonna put a tone bar in there. All right, let's see if we can get this a little closer. Okay. Well, maybe we'll swap this around. This is a little different setup than I had before. We're going to use a new set of GHS bright bronze 12 to 54. We're going to put a new tone bar, patented tone bar in there. It's a brand new one. And then we'll tune it up. Okay. So here we go. Brand new. The tuners need to be reworked. The nut had to be completely redone. The guitar was filthy. I cleaned it up. These knobs were loose. I had to take these knobs off and tighten them up. The pots were loose underneath them, but they're all good now. All right, so we're gonna the strings were wound backwards on the pegs. It was there. This thing was a nightmare. It was unplayable. The little E string was hanging over the edge of the fingerboard. Now we shouldn't have a lot of trouble with these strings because they're old, and we're just going to, when you have a tone bar, it's quicker to change strings with a tone bar because you don't have all those pins in the way. All right, there's the old strings. Let's throw them away. Put them right there for now. All right, let's see how easy these pins come out. Okay, there's the little ball end of the strings. And see the tone bar just slides over the string. And that 45 is there to let it slip over the top. Okay, they're nice little pearloid pins. But let me tell you something about pins. It doesn't matter if they're fancy pearloid pins, ebony pins, ivory pins, pins with slots, pins without a slot, plastic pins. You can put diamond pins in the guitar. The pins don't do nothing. They just wedge the string, the ball end, from keeping it coming up from the bottom. They do nothing but hold the string in there. And that method has been going on, and people have been putting up with this archaic method for over 100 years. Okay, so this is a modern, physics-based, completely physics-based way to put your strings on. I'm going to do it this way because I can't get over that way. Okay. All right. So we need to okay. All right, now you just got your tone bar in the mail. Just drop it right there. You take your first string out. This is just a different way of mounting your strings. This is the new system and method for putting strings on your guitar. Now you put your string down in the hole, and I'll even wear my watch so you can, and then we just slide the string on the tone bar. See that? It's just sitting there. And you do each string. You heard what the guitar sounded before. All right, there's two. There's two. If you're not using this method, you're not getting the full potential out of your guitar. It's going to sound I'll say it sounds fuzzy. Again, slide it on the tone bar. And you always know which side you're on because the sticker, the patent sticker number, is always, I like it on the big E side. You can put the little string on first. You can do it backwards if you want to. You can put the little E and all the way on there. It doesn't matter how you put them on there, long as they're in order and long as they're together. All right, here's our B string. Just pull the strings out of the way, and you can, the string just comes through. And this is a friend's guitar. He's had this for a long time. He said, "Man, see if you can fix this. It's all messed up." I said, "Sure, I can do it." And I said, "I'll just use it for some tone bar content." He goes, "Man, that'd be great." He's the same guy that had that 4-string bass I just worked on. We got another 4-string bass coming too. This is 4-string bass month. Okay, so slide the tone bar down in there. And then we're going to, okay, we got all the strings on there. And then you just need to bend this up slightly. I don't have my ToneBar bending tool here with me. I can use this, but I'm not gonna. You can use anything. We just need to bend it up slightly. That keeps the strings from coming off. Okay, now, here's what we got. We got the ToneBar. We got all the strings in there. And I'm going to slide all this back because I'm about to string this up. I'll put this up here and this up here and this up here. Okay, now here's his pins. I'm going to give him back to him. All right, now here's the magic. We just kind of line them up. Line them up and hold it like that. See, I got it like that. And just pull the strings through like a ponytail. Okay. It's pretty good. Just make sure when you look down inside there, you can see all the ball ends lined up. Okay? Now, all you got to do is take one string. I take the D string and tighten it up. And then once you get that first string tight, that ToneBar is not going to go nowhere because it's being pulled up against the bridge plate by the string here. Okay, now I like to watch is getting in my way. I like to stick my hand back up in here. And if you can move your strings back and forth just a little bit. Okay. Okay, just look down in there and make sure you can see all the ball ends line up, and then you're good. So I got the two middle strings in there, the ToneBar's in the center where it should be. And like I said, when you use a ToneBar, you don't get all that ball slipping on the end. And like I said, this guitar's been sitting for a long, long time. And all the I don't know, I checked it for loose braces, but it's got a little rattle in it. We'll see. When you put a tone bar on your guitar, the whole guitar vibrates. So if it's got something loose in there, it's gonna show itself. Keep my glasses on here. This is the boring part, but like I said, I don't have any editing capabilities or any kind of videographer or any kind of tech person. It's just me and one camera. Okay. Yeah, you can see all the ball ends lined up down there and right through the pinhole. So this is the boring part. Well, one more to go. We'll tune her up and see what she sounds like. And then you can fast forward or rewind back to the first of the video and hear what it sounded like with those old strings tuned up after the guitar was set up. All right, we're getting there. Okay, now the last one, the big one. Just give you a little slack. I like to spool them down as far as I can because you better get a better attack on your bridge. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, let's tune her up. All right, let's stretch them a little bit, because the strings do stretch a little bit, but that tink and all that popping you hear when you do is the pins, is the ball end slipping up the pins, slipping, you know. That was the nut. Okay, here we go. New strings. No pins. So you can look that in there and see the ball ends on the tone bar. Okay. It's louder. With a tone bar in your guitar, the harder you hit it, the more you activate the top. So it doesn't mush out, it gets louder. All right, we'll try what I did before. Switching picks. Back of the guitar is vibrating, the top of the guitar is vibrating, the neck is vibrating. It's very nice. Bang on it as hard as you want to. It just gets louder. So there you go. Sorry it was a two-part video. If I'd have filmed everything, it would have been a 4-hour video because I had to take all the tuners apart and put all the screws back in the post. I had to redo the nut, you know, sand it down to half. I had to take the knobs off and tighten up all the posts on that. The bridge needed to be worked on. I had to take the saddle out of that and sand that down so you get a little, you know, a little more up and down adjustment on it. It's a lot of work to a guitar. But these old guitars that are sitting under the bed, they sound dead. People are like, nah, it don't sound good. I'll get me another guitar. Don't buy a new guitar. Put a tone bar in it, buy a new set of strings, and your guitar will be like having a new guitar. This pick fell out of it. This pick was inside. If you have an acoustic guitar and you don't have a tone bar in your guitar, winter's coming, burn it. I'm just kidding. Get a tone bar. You won't regret it. It's not smoke and mirrors, it's physics. The strings, look at the tone bar, the logo. The strings are all pulling up, the bars it's all pulling up on the bridge plate, just the right amount. It's the right material, it's the right size, it's got the right amount of pull on it. That's why they give me the patent. The patent office had this for a week and said, boom, there's nothing like it. More content coming. Buy a tone bar. I ship them with tracking now. You'll get them in 3 days, or hopefully quicker, maybe 4 days, or not as, but you're getting them and you got tracking on them now. All right, so thanks for watching, and more content coming. We got a 4-string bass coming. We got a cheap guitar and a 3/4 inch size guitar. So stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching. Take care of those that you love.